Doggy, good boy.
Greetings. What do you need?
Show me your wares.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
Greetings. What do you need?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Very well.
Do you accept?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands. Very well then. I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
Ja, kein Geld. Guten Tag, mein Freund. Ich bin... Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht? Why? You'll convince me with that price? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Quick!
Whoa, whoa. My respects.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to improve my sword play.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
How did Gules end up?
He's a noble, so Lord Sameen took him into his service.
What? Why would he do that? After Gules tried to rob him?
That's the nobility and their rules for you. A peasant would get the noose right away, but the lords play a different game together.
And you don't have a problem with that, Captain?
I don't, but I'll keep a close eye on him. Trust me. But anyway, there's all sorts in service in Sameen. You can't do a job like this for long without getting dirty hands.
I expect the same applies to you?
Well, my hands might be dirty, but my conscience is clean. There's some folk might tell you a different story, but that's how it goes.
What happened with that hired hand?
Frenzy? Nothing much. He swore it was the other fella talked him into it, so we kept him on here as an hand.
Very generous.
Aye, the best thing for a wayward fella like that is hard work.
I think I've heard all I need to know. Captain, what'll happen with that robber baron from Apollonia now that we've captured him?
You mean Gules? He'll stay with us. Lord Sameen has already taken him on.
Why did he take on a bandit? I have to admit he's a skillful swordsman, but he's still just a common bandit.
Not so common. They say he's of noble birth, so Lord Sameen didn't have much choice.
Do you think you can trust him?
Don't worry. If Gules doesn't prove himself, Lord Sameen won't trust him.
Such a good swordsman could prove to be quite handy.
True, If he proves himself, that is.
And how should he do that?
Clearly, we didn't wipe out his old gang of bandits in Apollonia. So he's got to catch the rest of his people that are still on the rampage.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Blunt weapons are my favourite. Show me a few tricks.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it. Good boy.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'd like to know a few tricks with a halberd.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Hail, good man!
God be with you.
And with you! How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead. Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me. So I wander the roads collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
My name.
That's right! You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
I'm always up for learning something new. What can you teach me?
I spend my days on the roads and my nights in the taverns. What interests you more?
Tell me about the taverns.
There's this dingy place in Kuttenborough where you'll find a skeleton at one of the tables. Drank and drank and drank he did, until he drank himself to death.
And how exactly is this going to be of any use to me?
Next time you go drinking, be sure to remember him. No matter how well your evening is going, sometimes it's better to quit while you're ahead.
Well, I might just put that to the test. Thanks.
Safe travels. Careful!
I hear there's some captive nomad here from the camp by the pond.
I heard about it. Seems the saddler's hands hauled him off somewhere, probably to his place on the edge of the village. That's all I know. I want no part in that sort of business. Farewell, sir.
You can't be here.
What do you think of those nomads in the camp by the pond?
Nothing good. They stabbed poor Bohush. We went there for a payback, but we weren't ready for them. They're in cahoots with those humans, and those bastards really know how to fight.
I'm looking for Tibor, a nomad who's being held against his will somewhere around here. Would you know anything about that?
Oh, aye. A filthy tramp from that devil's camp by the pond. One of them that killed poor Bohush. We've got that wretch from that infernal camp tied up in the barn.
Did you take him captive for no good reason?
We caught him in the woods with that brother of his. We tried to play nice, but the other fella pulled a dagger right away, so he got the sharp end of an axe. And his brother gave himself up.
What are you going to do with him?
We're going to teach them thieving vagrants a lesson. If they want him back, they'll have to pay a fat ransom. Otherwise, he'll end up the same as his brother.
Won't you let him go?
Are you mad? Why the fuck would we do that?
Those nomads care about family ties. Do you think they won't come for him? Do you want more blood on your hands?
Well, I don't, but... all right. Be quick. I'll look somewhere else. If the fellas found out I helped you, they'd lock me up in his place. The keys to the room are inside the barn, on a kind of crate.
Hey, alright, untie me, please.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
I am in your debt. Siyar, let's get out of here. Follow me. That was something. The last time I ran that fast was when I was a kid and a villager set his ricone on me for stealing apples from his garden. Palikeraf, thank you, Amalo. Who are you anyway? Now we have finally got time for introductions.
I'm Henry. The Voivod sent me to rescue you.
So, you know I am Tibor then? I am in your debt, Amalo. I expect many things, but not getting rescued by a gajo.
Don't mention it. I talked to the Voivod and your ma. They want to bury your brother.
Alas, Gejza. I will have that picture before my eyes as long as I shall live. He was a Delino sometimes, but I loved him still. We were walking through the woods when they jump us. Gejza think they come to avenge Bohush. He stepped one of them, and the rest of them beat him to death with whatever is at hand.
I need to know where it happened, so I can bring him back.
A bit to the east of the village, in the woods by the woodcutter's camp. Then they dragged Miropral away and tied him to a tree. As a warning, they say, fucking war sons.
Do you know where his favorite place is?
Yes, we went there together often. There is a shukar view of the woods and a cliff above babbling stream. Just go west along the rocks from the woodcutters, about 200 paces, always along the edge. There is a nice clearing there. I will go ahead and wait for you. I will dig a hole while I wait.
I think I know what I need to.
I will meet you in the clearing. I will wait there. until you bring Gejza's body.
I know where Marika is. I talked to her. She's taking care of Bahush. Gejza messed him up badly.
I am sorry to hear that. The important thing is that nothing happened to Marika. That girl is more capable than many Mursha. Bachtal Tirodrolo.
That'll be Gejza. They really gave him a going over. I've come for Gejza, the son of the nomad's voivod. Or rather, for his body.
The devil himself made him cross our path. Pulled his knife on us right away, the bastard. He wanted to stab us all. So he got an axe to the head. The foreman said we should tie the body to a tree. So's them other vagabonds see they can't mess with us.
All right. I think I'll have a word with your foreman.
It was good to see you, my friend.
I come to think of it, it was him who told me. Well, I'll be on my way. I wish you well.
Good day to you.
How's the forest work going?
It's misery. The trees in the rocks are as twisted as a pig's tail. There's bugger all coin in felling them.
Why are you felling here, exactly?
Before, we was cutting hard timber for the building works in Trotsky. But since the job's been done, we only cut for Lord Semine. He gets a bit of coin in the town for it, but I say them local pine trees is miserable wood for building.
You've got the body of a dead nomad here.
Makes for a nice tree decoration, don't you think? No tears shed over that bugger.
Why did you tie him to the tree? He's not running away now.
We left him there for the crows. That scum don't deserve a burial.
What exactly happened here?
Nothing special. We ran into these two fellas out here in the woods, and one of them pulled a knife on us right off. We're lucky none of us ended up gutted, although he managed to cut up one of ours pretty bad before we took him down. We caught the other fella. The folks from Semine took him. They said them two had already stabbed someone there, too.
I'd like to bury him.
What? Forget it. Them heathens from down by the pond sent you, am I right?
Don't you know that when one of those people dies a violent death, his spirit always comes back to roam the countryside? You wouldn't want this place to be haunted, would you, friend?
Haunted, eh?
And his mother is a mighty witch. I wouldn't mess with her if I was you.
Shit, that didn't occur to me. We certainly don't want anything like that here. Take him as far away from here as you can.
You're as heavy as a sack of rocks. We'll be there soon. Don't worry. You'll be at peace now. Damn. You're no lightweight. This isn't how you imagined things would end for you, is it?
Amarocikno prav. Put him down here, Henry.
Here I am. Poor Gejza almost broke my back.
Thank you for your help, Henry. I hope the woodcutters did not cause too much trouble.
Well, I managed.
I am glad to hear. Anyway, my family is not here yet. And I must come to Vartinel.
Should I go to the camp to get her and the voivod?
No, I will go and get them myself. You have done more than enough for us already. And I have to bring something from camp. We must bury him with his favorite possession. That is the only way he will remain in the next world and not want to return. You stay here with him and wait until I come back with the others.
I, Henry, thank you for saving Tibor. And that we can bury poor Gejza properly now.
Palikerauter Gajo, you who will finally unite our familia. Now come with us to escort Gejza on his last journey. Devla amaro, so sal pro opiren, pošvestin pestironau, autiro tagaripen, meelauka sartukames, pro pripen aukate prepuf. Omaro amaro de amen adagives, od mugamenge amare bini, sarte amen od mukazolenge, so amenge musarte. Umalidia amen, androbini, tirohin od hagaripen, tozor, toaš dupinen, andresa berškaj avena.
Amen.
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 Outliving your chave is a terrible thing. It is even worse when you cannot bury them.
Thank you, Henry. We will never forget this. If someone touches you, I whip them like a cur.
Thank you, Voivod. I'm glad we could give your son a decent burial.
From now on, I consider you my Gajo Pral. Brother, if you ever need anything, come to me. I will share all I know with you, and if you ever need a place to stay at our camp, I am sure Gejza would not mind you sleeping in his place.
And I will keep my word and tell you how things are with the amulet. But let us now give Gejza some peace. Come to our camp. We talk. Henry, the thing is, I cannot give you the amulet.
Not even now? After I did everything you asked from me?
Ashta, hold on. It is Chuhajuno, and its power protects me. And Marika knows well that I'm trapped without it.
What do you mean, trapped? What kind of game is this?
This is no game, Gajo. Marika stole the letter from me.
What letter?
One from Emperor Sigismund himself. Before you start cursing the ginger folks, you should know he was good Hungarian king before he came to fuck with Bohemia. Back then, he defended Hungary from the Turks, and I fought with him. We had a whole company of Roma warriors, armed to teeth. I led them. For our help, Sigismund gave us letter of safe conduct that give us freedom to travel and protection from the law.
So you're not subject to any lord?
Just so. He give us freedom to travel the world and judge our own people by our own laws. With the letter, we are free people. Without, we are like beasts to be hunted. They can put us in pillory, drive us out of town. Anyone can do what they like to us.
I can see where this is going.
That piece of parchment make us people. Without it, we are nothing. The rest of the camp doesn't know yet, and they must not find out.
But what's that got to do with Marika?
It seems, when she ran off, she take letter with her as a guarantee, or to blackmail me when she needs something. But by taking letter, she put us all in danger, me and all camp. And if I give up amulet too, it is my end. Bring me back letter from Marika. When I have it, and amulet here in my hands, I will forgive her. She can come back then.